الله أكبر الله أكبر.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين. رب اغفر وارحم وتجاوز عما تعلم إنك أنت الأعز الأكرم. Looking to this hadith and many other hadith and many other ayat talking about the benefit of Hajj and the benefit of Umrah, it's to encourage us. The experience of Umrah and Hajj, its experience reconnect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's asking for forgiveness, and this is what a person gets. Anybody who visit al-Bayt, Baytullah al-Haram, and do the Umrah and the Hajj without rafath or fusuq or jidal. Means the Umrah, as we have to prepare ourselves, we're going there not only to do the movement, we're going to talk about technical things. It's prepare our souls that I'm going to get there for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I'm going to control my anger, I'm going to control my tongue, I'm going to go there to a training, to prepare to purify myself, to clean myself, inshallah. And the reward as in the Hajj, of course, قال كيوم ولدته أمه. You come as the day of your born, without any sins. And this is, of course, show the importance. And there is many ahadith, there is many ayat talking about the great reward of the Umrah and the Hajj. But it need one condition. It have to be pure for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, ikhlas, have to be with no rafath, no fusuq, no jidal, no argument, complete submission for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is need preparation before you even go. When the idea come, oh Allah help me to make the perfect Umrah. Oh Allah help me to do the Umrah the way that you be pleased and you accept it from me. Umrah is ibadah, Hajj is ibadah. Not every ibadah will be accepted. If we don't do the ibadah the proper way, ibadah is not accepted. The same things. We want this Umrah inshallah to be accepted, and two conditions for the acceptance of any good deeds. Number one, the good intention and niyyah. Number two, the proper performing. If I go to the Salat al-Isha and with the wrong idea, I don't want to pray, but I came to play basketball, and I came here, they squeeze me, you have to pray, and I went there, I don't want to pray. The Salat al-Isha is not accepted because the niyyah is not correct. The second one, I have a good niyyah, good intention, but I didn't bother to learn how to pray Salat al-Isha. The same things. I messed up the fard and the sunnah and all of this mandubat. I make mistakes and I have opportunity to learn, but I didn't. Two things we have to keep them. Same thing for Umrah is niyyah, pure niyyah inshallah. And the second things, to know ilm, to know how to perform this ibadah the proper way inshallah. So inshallah we're going to talk about the pillars of the Umrah. Every ibadah in Islam has pillars, arkan. What we mean by arkan, that if you don't do the arkan, the ibadah, it's not performing wise. Maybe Allah reward the person because of his niyyah and he didn't get opportunity. But if I don't follow the arkan, the ibadah is not correct. If I want to pray salat, I don't read al-Fatiha, I don't make ruku', I don't make sujood, and my salat is not correct. Technically, it's not correct. If it's not correct, it's not accepted. So we're going to talk about the pillars or the foundation or arkan al-umrah. Arkan al-umrah. 3. These are arkan al-umrah. Ihraam, Tawaf, and Sa'i. Very easy, very simple. It's not complicated. First one, Ihraam. There is no Umrah without proper Ihraam. And we're going to talk about Ihraam. There is no Umrah without Tawaf and proper Tawaf. And there is no Umrah without Sa'i. So, if you do your Ihraam, if you do your Tawaf, if you do your Sa'i, you complete your Umrah. That's it. It's very simple and very easy. We're going to go to every point of this three, inshallah, explain them and how to do them the proper way. Let's start with the Ihraam. So, what is Ihraam? We're going to, okay, one of you shall read, go ahead.
Ihraam is the state entered into at the Meeqat in which certain acts and types of clothing are forbidden.
So from this definition, the Ihraam is the Niyyah. it's the state that you enter into the Meeqat. So, Ihraam number one is Niyyatul Ihraam. And the word Ihraam comes from, you find it in the Salat. It's very similar to what? To Takbiratul Ihram. What's the role of Takbiratul Ihram or the Takbirah in the Salat? It's the announcing of the beginning of your prayer and make some halal things haram during your prayer. Like what? Eating, drinking, talking is halal. But in the Salat, when you say Allahu Akbar Takbiratul Ihram, they become what? They become haram until you say Assalamu Alaikum. Ihram, the same things. There is things during the Ihram, during your Umrah. They become haram, the halal things. They become haram. But when I say takbir, when I start my Ihram, then everything would be some halal things, they become haram. So it's announcement that I'm starting my ibadah. This is the Ihram. So it states, start with Niyyah. So it's not only the way that we're going to dress, but start from the Niyyah. As every ibadah, the Niyyah mahalluha al-qalb. The Niyyah, it's in the heart. I'm going to talk about the Meeqat. Meeqat is specific location around Mecca that at this place you have to have the Niyyah. You don't enter this place without Niyyah of Umrah or Niyyah of Hajj. And this Niyyah have to be before the Meeqat. We talk about the Meeqat. So Niyyah, what kind of Niyyah I'm going to have? I'm going to Niyyah for Umrah Khalisa Lillah. This is the Niyyah. There is a verbal expression of the Niyyah which is in the heart. Allahumma inni nawaytu umratan wa labbayka Allahumma umratan. And we're going to see the Niyyah. So there is certain Niyyah is number one, and there is dress code for the Umrah as we're going to see for man. Let's go. This is the Meeqat. What's the Meeqat? Meeqat is specific places around Mecca that all these red dots, this place are inside the Meeqat. Meeqat. We see here a question. If you come from Medina, you have Abar Ali, this is the place that you stop there. This is what Rasulullah did. And make the Niyyah and make the Ihram, wear physically the Ihram, and from there consider yourself in a state of Ihram. For the people who are coming from the east, they have from Iraq, or the people coming from Bahrain, or the people coming from Oman and all this area, they have Meeqat. For Yemen, they have Meeqat. The people who are coming from here, with the airplane or with boat, what to do? They have to get ready before they land, before in this area, because this is part of the Meeqat. If you connect all of them here, will be part of the Meeqat, because we don't have a red dot here. So the Meeqat, it starts from there. Don't enter this place without the Meeqat, well, without the Ihram. So for the airplane, it's very simple. Before you enter this area, they announce it. If you are using Saudi airline or any, most probably they go any airplane going to Jeddah. Jeddah is here. They will let you know when is the Meeqat time. So this is very important. When is the Meeqat means when is the Ihram. Okay, let's go. Go ahead. Places for the Ihram. Next. Okay, now we see the Mecca, we see Jeddah, and we see the red that's here connected. So if you are in Jeddah, you're already inside the Meeqat. So this is why don't land in Jeddah if you are coming from this side, only with your Ihram ready, and you're going to see that. This is the Red Sea. Most of the airline, they come from this way. Okay. Go ahead. Sorry.
Clipping nails, trimming the mustache, shaving the armpit hair, and shaving the privates. Bathing is also recommended for women who are indisposed. Wear white rida and izar, upper and lower ihram garments for men only. Women put on proper Islamic dress without any specific color.
Very good. So we can see clearly that the niyyah is for everybody, men and women. You have to enter with this niyyah. And after that, this is preparation, because during the ihram, you cannot clip your nail, you cannot trim the mustache, and you cannot, do anything of this. This is why it's better to do this before you go. For the people who are going from here, you don't have time in the airplane to start clipping and take your time. So do everything before you go to the airplane. I mean, other than they're wearing the ihram, if you want to. Some people, they will go the airplane, especially if it's very close to Mecca, from Turkey or from Germany, Europe, or from Egypt. They will prepare themselves and go to the airline with wearing their ihram. Most of the people here, they do their ihram in the airplane. If you're going to go through another stop before Jeddah, you do the ihram before you go to the last destination. Ghusl is also from the sunnah, that you make ghusl before you put your ihram. And this is sunnah of Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. For the man, there is rida and izar, two pieces. This is rida and izar and rida. This is what you have here. Of course, we have the two pieces that you have to keep them for during the ihram. For the sisters, there is no specific colors, but everybody make their own ijtihad, and there is no specific clothes. They wear their regular clothes. Some people have specific clothes for the ihram colors from different Muslim country, so the people, they know each other, and they know that this is they are in state of ihram. There is nothing wrong with that. So what to do? First of all, prepare yourself, especially the ghusl and the cleaning, and then prepare your clothes. And this is the first step to do. So what is not recommended in the clothes is the makhit wal muhit. That's something that it's so that you're around you. So this is why the two pieces, the rida and the izar, are required for men only, and they put it with comfortable wears. Everybody, inshallah. Okay, keep inshallah. Okay, face must be not be covered with the veil for the women, and hand must be covered by gloves. Not be covered. Okay, so this is two things for the people who wear the niqab and or the gloves. They have to take them off during the Hajj or during the Umrah. Okay, go ahead, please.
If you're traveling by air or sea, put on ihram before leaving, or put on ihram on the flight before passing over the Meeqat. If you pass Meeqat without ihram, you have to go back to the nearest Meeqat to put on the ihram, or you have to make a sacrifice.
So if by mistakes I landed in Jeddah, or I have a reason that I landed in Jeddah, what to do? It's to go out to the nearest Meeqat and put your ihram and enter again. Or you have to have a sacrifice. This is because you break one of the arkan of the Umrah. So most probably the people who are going direct flight from here, they do the ihram in the air, and they let them miss.
So can you have the niyyah that I will go to Jeddah and then from there go outside Meeqat and then?
Sometimes if there is a reason, there is reason, but it's if I'm able, I will never enter the Meeqat without state of ihram. But if I have people in Jeddah to visit them before I go to Mecca, I go to Jeddah and my niyyah, I'm not starting the Umrah. I'm going to visit them, then I go outside to the Meeqat and I put my ihram and go inside. And this is very, very important to keep it in mind. If you enter, some people sometimes they go to Jeddah, they're going to go to Medina first. It happened to us. If you're going to Medina first, from Jeddah. So you're not required to put your ihram.
We're going to put it on from Medina.
Exactly. So it's very easy and simple. It happened to us also. You go to Jeddah as a regular, Your niyyah, it's not niyyat Umrah. You go to Jeddah and you take the airplane or whatever and you go to Medina and you do your ziyarah, visiting the Masjid al-Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and then you make your ihram, which is also make your ihram from the Meeqat of Medina, outside of Medina. Yes. Any other question? Yes.
You do the ghusl before you get to the Meeqat.
Yes.
And this all lasts from anywhere from 5 to 9 days.
Which one?
Well, either the Umrah or the Hajj.
Umrah is few hours. Hajj, what to do? I see your question. If you go to Hajj, there is including Umrah. Every Hajj include Umrah.
Yeah.
So what to do? You go with the intention of the Umrah, but we have something we call it tamattu. If there is days between the 8th, which the Tarwiyah, Mina, going to Mina, where the real Hajj officially start, the 8th of the Hijjah, and you arrive there the 3rd of the Hijjah. You make your Umrah, you take off your Ihram, and you wait until the 8th, and you put your Ihram again, and you go for the 3 days, the days of the Hajj.
So you do the ghusl again.
We do the ghusl with every ihram, because you break your ihram and you put regular clothes, and when you start another ihram.
What if you do the whole thing all at once, not
There is ifrad that you do everything together. You make your niyyah for Hajj, and you go with Hajj. You make your Tawaf, your Umrah, and you go directly to, you have to be very close to the, or if you want to stay in state of Ihram, which is very tough, but you want to stay even 3 days, 4 days before the Hajj start, you can do that. As long as you didn't break the state of Ihram, you keep the same niyyah and the same. Yes.
So you go for 4 or 5 days without any ghusl?
No, you make ghusl. I'm not talking about ghusl. You make the ghusl. This is the ghusl for the ihram.
Yeah.
But you can make ghusl when you have ihram. When you are in state of ihram, you can take a shower. But there is some restriction, that you cannot do. But of course,
you're not forbidden from bathing for the whole.
Yeah. No. The bathing
It
is
just needs to be like
not a problem.
unscented soap and unscented.
Yeah, we talk about this. There is specific things that you cannot do. Yes.
If you make sacrifices, your Hajj is accepted?
Yes. Without doubt. Yes. Okay. Go to the next. So now, after we physically prepare ourselves, we make our clean ourselves. We prepare ourselves. Then we start with niyyah. Go ahead.
Start ihram after praying an obligatory or supererogatory salah. No, there is no specific salah for ihram. If one finds salah in routine, he can pray and then enter into the state of ihram, because the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam prayed dhuhr salah, then entered into the state of ihram.
Here there is two opinions among the scholars. This is one of them, that the 2 rak'ahs after the ghusl of the ihram, without doubt all of them agree there is specific ghusl for the umrah or for the ihram. But there is 2 opinions about do I have to pray 2 rak'ahs nafil, including it's sunnah to pray after wudu, you pray 2 rak'ah. After ghusl you pray 2 rak'ah, it's sunnah. So if you'd like to do that, do that. Some of them it's specifically this 2 rak'ah nafil, it's part of your ghusl and the procedure. The others say there is no specific prayer for the ihram. So you don't have to. If you make your ghusl and you put your niyyah and you are fine. Start
ihram by saying, Allahumma labbaik umrah. My Lord, I am responding to you by umrah.
Allahumma labbaika umratan. And you can say many ways of the niyyah. Sometimes Allahumma inni nawaitu umratan and make dua. But the basic thing, Allahumma labbaika umrah. Oh Allah, labbaika means I answer your call for this umrah. You called us, وَأَذِّن فِي النَّاسِ بِالْحَجِّ. So announce, call people to visit the Masjid al-Haram. I'm here to visit your Masjid al-Haram, answering your call. answering your call for us. This is why Allahumma labbayka umratan. I answer your invitation, your call to me. I'm here for you, and this is the niyyah. When you say this, you practically you set up your niyyah for the umrah. Inshallah.
So basically, also make the niyyah for being in state of ihram, and then pray 2 rakat nafil.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You
And
can,
then the
you can
talbiyah
do
starts.
that. I'm sorry.
And then start the talbiyah.
Talbiyah automatically start with that. But I'm saying here about the niyyah. Your niyyah when you start taking your shower, when you're preparing yourself, your niyyah is already there. Its niyyah is there. But verbally, you pronounce your niyyah by saying Allahumma labbayka umratan. Labbayka umrah. Okay? Next. Automatically, after that of the niyyah, you start to talbiyah. Talbiyah is the in Hajj or in Umrah. It's the way that we telling Allah Subhanahu wa Taala that we are here answering your call. Labbayka means I answer here I am. Oh Allah, here I am. This is why the words in Arabic is very simple. Labbayk Allahumma labbayk. Repeat after me. لبيك اللهم لبيك again لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك. Meaning of this?
Here I am, O Allah, here I am, there is no partner for you, here I am. Verily all praise for you, and every bounty is from you, and all dominion is yours. You have no partner. Men say the talbiyah loudly while women say it to themselves silently.
Okay, so this is the talbiyah, and this is big part of the Hajj or the Umrah. It's ibadah, it's a way telling Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I came here with a pure intention, I came here for your forgiveness, I came here for your guidance, I came here for your mercy, and this is what the talbiyah for. So automatically there is no certain number that you have to say. Say as much as you are in state of ihram, as much as you are in your umrah, you do the talbiyah. Go ahead. Next. So now the ihram obligatory. Let's see, men, women, and the both. There is part of us. We'll see what's common and what's special for men and women. Go ahead.
We're going to read for men.
Let's start for both.
Okay. Putting on ihram, no haircut or shaving, no clipping of nails, no perfumes or colognes, no killing or hunting animals, no sexual intercourse, no marriage proposals, and no marriage contracts.
So this is, you don't go there and say I'm going to get married and look for somebody and no marriage. So this is for everybody. That's common. Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam indicate this very clearly. There is things for men.
For men, you should have 2 clean white sneakers. Seamless garments.
Seamless garment. This is the rida and the izar.
Any normal, decent dress covering the body but not the face or the hands.
This is the most important. The things that you cannot do during the ihram. And this is when we say labbaik Allahumma, when you make the niyyah, this is everything here in the list will become haram. Or cutting trees. We didn't mention here. You cannot cut the trees. You cannot hunting. I'm sorry.
No cutting or killing the living things.
Living things, yes.
What about
During. I'm sorry.
What if you have a bug in your hotel room?
If there is a bug that is hurting you, Of course, you have or animal attacking you, or you are in danger, you are in darura. But don't go and, looking for the bags and looking for the animals and the harmful things. So, complete state of the, and this has a great message. I came here with the intention for peace. I came here to don't harm anything, even the permissible like hunting is permissible, but not in state of ihram, and not inside the haram. Be careful here. Even if you are not in state of ihram, but what's the haram? There is different. The haram, it's the area around the Masjid al-Haram, extend to sometimes 20 miles. This is part of the haram, and the haram, there is things you cannot do. You cannot, the hunting and many other things you cannot do inside the haram zone. Al-Aziziyah and many other Arafat, and this is part of the haram. The haram. So the haram is not only Masjid al-Haram.
Even Aziziyah.
Aziziyah, without doubt, is inside the haram. Not al-Masjid al-Haram. There is two things here. There is al-Masjid al-Haram, what's the praying, the masjid. And we have al-Haram. Al-Haram, it's the area that you cannot hunt, you cannot kill trees, cut trees or kill animals inside the Haram, which is Mecca plus. It's Mecca, most of Mecca, it's inside the Haram.
There are arches to show you when it starts.
Exactly, and it's not the Meeqat, be careful. There is big difference between the Meeqat and the Haram and the Masjid al-Haram. These are three different areas. The Meeqat is the largest zone, and the Haram is practically it's Mecca. And the Masjid al-Haram is the masjid where to pray, where the Kaaba is. So we talk about two things. Don't enter, if you are Niyyah, don't enter the Meeqat without Ihram. But if you are inside the Haram, even if you are not in state of Ihram, you cannot cut trees, you cannot kill animals. And this is things that you cannot do when you are in state of Ihram. Let's go to the next, yes.
Question. In Haram, sometimes there are so many flies.
Flies? This is the question, huh? Don't kill the flies.
Wow.
Yeah, don't kill them.
If accidentally like that,
Accidentally, may Allah forgive you.
sometimes a mosquito biting.
Mosquito, again, if it's going to hurt you. But don't go with the intention to kill things, purposely.
What about the people leave the Mecca? Farragala.
Inside Mecca. There is special ruling for the people who are inside Mecca. But for people who are visiting Mecca, this is the haram. They have rules for that. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Is there any opinion on the niqab during the Umrah, or is
Most of the Ayyimma, majority, most of them, all of them almost, it's not permissible. Makruh.
For somebody outside of Islam to explain to them why we don't cut our hair while we're, making Umrah, and then we shave our heads afterwards, what would be like an explanation?
It's specifically for this period, because shaving or cutting nails, it's a symbol of the taking care of this dunya. We and perfume but the purpose of the Umrah is the Hajj. It's to put us in a stage of complete cut ourselves from the dunya, and this is not Islam. We want us to take care of that, and this is explained Islam also. Islam, it's including things. We have perfume, Rasul Sallallahu because as you act as a regular situation, these things are permissible, but sometimes encouraged. Rasul Sallallahu encouraged to cut our nails, encouraged to put perfume or to do things that it's. But during the specific days, Hajj or Umrah, the message is very clear. Forget about dunya. We come here for the akhirah. We come here to take the dunya from our hearts. Let's continue. Okay, common mistakes. Let's go all the list. Okay, let's go for this common mistakes, inshallah. Go ahead.
do not pass the Meeqat without being in the state of Ihram.
Very
We'll
good.
talk about that. If you are landing in Jeddah and going to Mecca to perform Umrah directly, you must be in a state of Ihram before you land,
We talked
as the
about
plane
this.
shall enter the Meeqat. Jeddah is inside the Meeqat. If you are landing in Jeddah, you need your Ihram towels with you on the airplane in your carry-on luggage. 3, women may wear wear anything Islamically permissible for Ihram, or do not take pictures of yourself in Ihram.
This is have discussed things about it. Go ahead.
You came to worship Allah, and taking pictures for showing others later may contradict your sincerity of doing this. For the
It
sake of
depends
Allah.
about your need.
So no selfies in the
If you're going to take your picture with the Kaaba, is permissible now, by the way. There is 4 years ago, you can take video, do whatever you want to do, and taking a picture. If you're near to take your picture with the Kaaba, with the Ihram, you put it in the flyer about your business, to show that, of course, without doubt, this is haram. If you are to remind you, hey, you visit this place, remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or to teach your children, or for a good reason,
Yeah.
everything go with niyyah. Yes.
Women indisposed must be in a state of Ihram when they pass the Meeqat. They should shower and do Talbiyah like everyone else.
But of course they don't do the Tawaf. Tawaf is like Salat. You need wudu. If you're not, and either you wait until the time, or there is many questions related to sisters about this. But no Tawaf if you're not in the state of wudu. You can do the rest, the sa'i, and also the.
Is it still accepted from them as if
It's
they-
of course, without doubt. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is fair. But
Do
Tawaf,
not uncover your right shoulder until you reach the Kaaba and begin Tawaf. This is the time that the Messenger uncovered his shoulder, and it is an act of Hajj, so we must follow when the Prophet did it.
and he did this for the 3 first Tawaf circles, as we're going to see.
You may change your Ihram towels if they get dirty. You do not enter into Ihram just by wearing the towels. You must make wudu from the beginning.
Very good. Talk about this niyyah. That's very important. Okay. There is more things to come.
Do not shave your beard, whether before, during, or after Ihram.
Okay.
You should wear sandals, but if you do not have sandals, you do not have to walk barefoot. Wear what you have until you find a place to get sandals.
Keep going. Go ahead.
When beginning your Ihram for Hajj, do it from where you are, in your hotel, on the street, etc. You do not have to go to the Kaaba to start your Ihram for Hajj.
This is for the people who already made their Umrah and they are waiting for their Hajj. You don't have to go around the Kaaba to change your, anywhere you are, you put your Ihram and go toward Mina. This is for Hajj. Okay?
Do pay attention to what you are saying when you are making the Talbiyah. Labbaik Allahumma labbaik. You are not allowed to wear stitches in the Ihram. This means that you cannot wear pieces of cloth that are sewn together to wrap your body, such as a t-shirt or underwear. Both men and women may shower with unscented soap, but women and men may comb their hair, as the Prophet's wife used to do when they were in Ihram.
Okay, so also the something important about your head. You cannot cover your head. You cannot wear something like this during the Ihram. So you cannot put kufi and you do the Ihram. Your hair have to be for men, have to be uncovered. Okay. Very clear. Okay, keep going.
Is it possible to discuss number 7, the one with the right shoulder?
Yeah. So the right shoulder, it's sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. In the first 3, there is a long explanation why Rasul ﷺ he did that. He's in the first, when he arrived to the Kaaba, he put because normally the rida, you put it above your shoulder. But Rasul ﷺ he took his hand out from his rida and he showed the right shoulder. So when you make tawaf, the Kaaba is in your left, your right shoulder is shown. There is many explanations why Rasul ﷺ and the Sahaba they did this. They said one of the reasons to show humbleness in meaning that it's like in the sense that showing they're not naked, but they are showing their shoulders to show that if it's permissible, we'll take our clothes. We are in state of the complete submission to Allah. Another scholar said it was some of the mushrikeen at that time, and they wanted to show them
So
the
it
power.
should be
of
covered
this.
until we start the tawaf.
Until you say the tawaf, and the three first round. After that,
have
you
it
put
showing and then cover it afterwards.
yes.
They also say that the first three you have to walk very in a sturdy pace.
It's
Sturdy pace, yeah.
faster,
Yeah.
faster and stronger.
Yes.
And the first, you're right. There is this. Okay. Now let's go to entering the Masjid al-Haram. Go ahead. So the first thing to do, you enter Mecca. If your niyyah is to go for Umrah, normally you go directly to the Masjid al-Haram. You don't go anywhere else. Only if you have luggage and you have to, to put them in the hotel. Don't to spend extra time. Don't go, relax, and say that later on I'll go for that. It's go directly to the Masjid al-Haram, to where the Kaaba is, and enter the Masjid al-Haram. This is the first things to do. Yes.
Preferable to take a shower or make wudu. Enter with your right foot and say the following dua.
أعوذ بالله العظيم وبوجهه الكريم وسلطانه القديم من الشيطان الرجيم اللهم صل على محمد وسلم اللهم افتح لي أبواب رحمتك. This is what the Rasul said. If you are able to do this, it's the sunnah of the Rasul. If you're not, say the meaning of it. The meaning is,
I seek refuge with Allah the Supreme and with His noble face and His pre-existent rule and authority against the accursed Satan. Peace and blessings be upon Allah's Messenger. O Allah, open the gates of your mercy for me.
this is اللهم افتح لي أبواب رحمتك. Always when you enter the masjid, any masjid, you ask Allah to open the doors of mercy for you. Okay, so this is the Masjid al-Haram. Masjid al-Haram is here. Of course, they have the Kaaba in the center. This is Hijr Ismail. The Kaaba is the black in a Kaaba cube. Arabic word means cube, and it's cube. But this part used to be part of the Kaaba, which is the Hijr of Ismail. It's not part of the Kaaba. The Kaaba, Rasulullah said, if it's not, the people are new in Islam, what I do, I destroy the Kaaba and rebuild it, including the Hijr Ismail. So, but Rasulullah he didn't do that, and the Muslims they keep it. If you pray inside Hijr Ismail as you pray inside the Kaaba. Don't fight to go inside. If it's not easy, even during Umrah in March. But still, if you get opportunity to pray inside there as you pray inside the Kaaba. So this is, and we have here Maqaam Ibrahim. Maqaam Ibrahim is the golden window, the place. After you, if we're going to talk about this, after you finish your tawaf, you pray 2 rak'ah behind Maqaam Ibrahim facing the Kaaba. This is the sunnah. This is what the Rasul said. So, but you can pray here, which is almost impossible. You're blocking the people, and you don't want to be the reason for any trouble or suffering for anybody. So you can pray here. Go place but keep the direction. And you pray here, and facing the Kaaba, you pray your 2 rak'ah after you finish the tawaf. Yes.
Inside that
Hijr Ismail.
which direction do you pray? For the Kaaba or do you pray in any
Toward the Kaaba. Technically, if you are inside the Kaaba, you can pray any direction. Direction is not important. But because the Kaaba, you are inside the Kaaba, but the Kaaba physically is in front of you, you face the Kaaba. Okay? So here, the Safa and Marwa is in this side. Bab al-Salam. Bab al-Malik King Faisal. What is here? The big building. There is going to be this way. But keep your repair. There is number for the gates. Names of the gates and numbers. So you know from where you enter and from where you come. and from where you're going to start your tawaf. Because the tawaf, you can start from anywhere. Tawaf, anywhere in what sense? Of course, you have to start from where is the Hajar al-Aswad, almost from here. But if I came here, then I start counting. If I enter from this door, and I go until you're going to see the light, the green light, it's very clear, you don't miss it, and you start from there. But you don't have to enter from a specific door to come. You can enter from anywhere. If you are lucky, you come here, you get short. But it's not a problem. You enter, you start going, but you start your tawaf from the specific location. You leave the Hajar al-Aswad in your left, and there is a red column and the lights. It's easy to go to see it. This is the Hajar al-Aswad, so you come from this direction, and you start your tawaf. This is Hijr Ismail. This is Maqaam Ibrahim. Okay.
What's the appropriate etiquette, like when we're getting into the haram, and so should we look at it from afar at first, or should we lower our gaze until we get close?
As you enter the Masjid al-Haram, it's from anywhere here. If you enter from one of these doors, and it's come closer so you can see the Kaaba. When you see the whole Kaaba, then if there is to start your dua. Stand up where you are, that you see the Kaaba is in your, you see it, you see the Kaaba, all of it, either place around it, and you start the dua that we're going to talk about it later, inshallah. Go ahead. Tawaf Al-Qudoom, this is for Hajj, but it's Tawaf for Umrah. So if you are in Hajj, this we call Tawaf Al-Qudoom. But this we're going to talk about Tawaf for Umrah. Go ahead.
Tawaf.
Come back.
Tawaf means walking around the Kaaba 7 times, starting from the black stone and ending at the same point.
Yeah. So here, 1, 2, 3, and 7. So here the Tawaf, if you don't have to start from here, most probably you're not going to be able to start from that close from the Hajar al-Aswad. You can start even from the 3rd floor. If you can't and there is no room, you can start from anywhere, but face the Hajar al-Aswad and start from there. So you see here, Hajar Ismail. I'm sorry.
Some people kiss the Yemeni corner.
The Yemeni, this is the Yemeni corner.
Yeah,
It's
but some people
before-
kiss it, and some people are rushing to put their hands on it.
Without doubt, for the Yemeni side, which is this side of the Kaaba, Rasul ﷺ used to say specific du'as and specific this area. But without doubt, is the Hajar al-Aswad that Rasul ﷺ kissed during his Hajj and Umrah.
But
So-
kissing the other stone is not.
Of course, kissing any other stone is not. You can. Some people they can raise your hand touching, but it's not in kissing. The only place that Rasul kissed as a ibadah here is the Hajar al-Aswad. It's very important for the people who want, if you are able to. One of the easiest way is to go from here to arrive to Hajar al-Aswad. Don't push people, because there is some people they want to go this way. It's very hard. You are young, mashallah, and if you are able to do this, it will be excellent. So now this is the second rukn of our Umrah. First one, al-Rukn al-Awwal is al-Ihraam. We talk about it. Now we're talking about Tawaf, the second. How many? Shout. 7. If I lose my wudu in the 3rd, I go make my wudu and come back, I continue from where I lost my wudu. Don't start from 1. So and continue, no problem where around the Kaaba you are. You are very close to the Kaaba or very far from the Kaaba. Tawaf sometimes take more than 1 hour and a half. If you are really far and there is a lot of people. So prepare ourselves for walking. Walking the 3 first, it's sunnah to go faster than the other. Not running, not blocking people, not harming people. Don't get angry if somebody, being squished or, be patient. and think that you are making great ibadah that has effort needed. And this is why young people remember that oh, not because you are strong you can push and you can, yeah.
Why is it every time the tawaf finish, then a hand is raising like people?
This is also sunnah. Face it and make your takbirat, takbir, and continue. Maybe he will explain it here. Can you go to the next one? To shear. Uh-huh.
The Kaaba
So-
must be kept on the left side of the Hajj,
Very good. Haji. Of the Haji.
of the Hajj.
But you're not Haji, you are Umri,
On the green.
Mu'tamir. So the Kaaba have to be in your left. So the opposite of the clock. Not in everybody have to go the same direction. Exactly. Uh-huh.
Kiss the black stone at the beginning of Tawaf if possible, probably not. If it suffices to touch it and kiss your hand or point at the black stone if it is difficult to kiss.
Yes, I know.
Don't stop the line. Say at the beginning of the first round, Bismillah, Allahu Akbar.
Bismillah, Allahu Akbar, this is the beginning. So I finish, I starting Bismillah, Allahu Akbar,
Just one hand?
one hand, toward the black stone, toward the door of the Kaaba as we saw.
Just one
And
time?
or just one hand. Some people raise their
Like
two
Bismillah,
hands.
Allahu Akbar.
Bismillah, Allahu Akbar, and keep going.
Okay.
Don't block the tawaf. If you have room, you can stop and make your basmala and takbir. There is no problem. Go ahead. In the name of Allah, Allah is great. Yes.
Say Allahu Akbar at the beginning of the remaining rounds.
Okay. This is Hajj al-Asad. Hajj al-Aswad. Go ahead. Umar al-Khattabi said, of course, if I didn't see the Prophet ﷺ kissing al-Hajj al-Aswad, I would never do it. You are just a stone. And he knows, but this is a ritual practice of the Prophet ﷺ. Have to be reason for that, yes.
So I know the first round you say kind of long word.
And after that,
For
takbir.
each one, do you still turn your hand up
Yeah.
to that long word?
To indicate your beginning in the second shot. If
You
I,
can stop and put your hand up.
yeah,
So if you can, you stop.
Yes.
Put your hand up to that long word.
yes, Allahu Akbar and continue. And of course we're going to talk about what to say during the Tawaf. So Umar al-Khattabi messages was very clear. We don't worship the black stone. We don't think the black stone has any, it's a symbol. Some Mufassirin and some scholars said, go ahead.
What is that? What you're doing? Are you not supposed to have
He said don't touch the area here. This is the Hajar al-Aswad. This is silver, but it's not the Hajar al-Aswad. So if you arrive there, but if you arrive to touch, you touch the Hajar al-Aswad is inside. It's not outside. Yes.
Has anyone ever taken a scientific sample of the Hajar al-Aswad?
I'm sorry.
Has anyone ever taken a sample, a scientific sample of the Hajar al-Aswad to see what it is?
I don't know if they did. I'm sure maybe, but no result that we saw.
You just go with our hands.
We visit yesterday the museum. We took the kids the natural history. So there is a lot of stones from the meteorite, come from some of them black, some of them, could be. There is many explanation for Hajar al-Aswad. Some people say this is the only stone that left from the original building of Ibrahim alayhi salam. Some of them said this stone, there is a lot of mythology. It was white and become black of the sin of the people. We need proof, dalil for that. But some of the people said this is a stone that it's the only stone that it's not from the earth, But most probably is the one stone left from the original building, because the Kaaba been rebuilt many times since Ibrahim alayhi salam.
Also, I read this one time is a black stone going to be stolen by some Iranian people, and this is also broken 8 pieces. Now it's together.
No, I think one of the time of Al-Hajjaj ibn Yusuf, it's been broken. This is not anymore.
During Tawaf, you should make dua, dhikr. And
Yeah, this is what we're going to say, inshallah. So from the go ahead.
read Quran and recite any supplication or dhikr during Tawaf. You are not limited to making specific supplications, but is it recommended to say the following dua? between the Yemeni corner and the black stone.
So this is the Yemeni corner and the black stone. This is one of the dua, almost only dua that the Rasul did authentic. It's between in the Yemeni rukn, between the wall that it's before the black stone. So he used to say, ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. This is authentic that the Rasul used to say this dua in the Yemeni rukn. Yemeni rukn is the wall of the Kaaba that end with the Hajar al-Aswad. I'll show it to you in the picture. Go ahead. Our Lord,
grant us good in this life and in the hereafter, and protect us from the torment of the hellfire. Touch the Yemeni corner every round of tawaf if possible. Do not kiss it nor kiss your hand.
Very good. So Rasul he touched the Yemeni, but he didn't kiss the Yemeni wall, the Yemeni corner, which is the wall facing the Yemen, the south. Yes.
Can you like a small Quran or a dua book?
You can, if it's going to help you, help you. But if you can't, you make any dua, you make any dhikr, you recite Quran, and anything inshallah is accepted.
What
Yes.
is the specific of the Yemeni corner? What is the specific?
There is a lot of explanation why the specifically Yemeni corner. Could be the corner that come before the Hajar al-Aswad and the door of the Kaaba. Could be a symbolism because of the Ashabul Fil when they came, they faced this part, they come from Yemen and they want to destroy the Kaaba, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the protection for the Kaaba come from there. Then it could be any, but the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said specific prayer during the Yemeni, going through the Yemeni corner. So, yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
Men are advised to walk swiftly with short steps, if possible, in the first 3 rounds.
This is what we call it, the ramal. Ramal is the faster a little bit, yes.
Men should place the ihram garment under the right armpit in tawaf. Indisposed women must not do tawaf. The Prophet said, do everything that a pilgrimage does, but do not make tawaf of the Kaaba until your period has stopped.
This is, we talked about this. It's very, very important, except the tawaf. Do everything except the tawaf. Yes, continue. Go back. No, back. Next one. Okay, go ahead.
Offer 2 rakahs after tawaf behind Maqaam Ibrahim and recite Surah Al-Kafirun in the first rakah and Surah Ikhlas in the second rakah.
This is our required of Tahiyyatul Masjid. Tahiyyatul Masjid, the 2 rak'ah, you pray Surah Al-Kafirun first and Surah Al-Ikhlas after that. Including you are in Masjid, you are in the Masjid Al-Haram. This is the place, okay?
Drink Zamzam
Drink
water.
Zamzam. So the steps are very simple. You finish your 7 tawaf, you go behind the Maqaam Ibrahim, you pray 2 rak'ah, you go to Zamzam, drink the water of Zamzam, yes.
If everyone's doing tawaf, how can you do 2 rakah without getting trampled?
Most of the people, if you can they're making tawaf here. So even if the masjid is very full of people, the tawaf will be here and the people praying in the back there. So do your best. It's going to be difficult, but nobody will step on you, inshallah. And this is why you don't come. As you come closer to the Kaaba, as difficult it is. As you go farther, it will be easier.
The police officer, they don't allow it.
Yeah, they don't allow it to yes.
When it says pour it on your head.
Zamzam?
Yeah, how much are you?
There is no number. Drinking Zamzam, it's not from the arkan. But Rasulullah he did it. So it's sunnah. And we have to make big difference between the sunnah and the arkan. So drink, if you want to put some of the, used to, when I went there, 84, people used to take shower with the Zamzam. Not anymore. Now small fountain.
Is that
Used to be
permissible?
directly from the wall. Huh?
Is it permissible to shower with the Zamzam?
Some people, it's the Rasul Sallam, he didn't do that. So you cannot take shower anyway with it now. It's different. Drink from it, make dua after Zamzam. Zamzam lima shuriba lah. If your niyyah, you drink Zamzam with the niyyah of shifa, cure, inshallah give you cure. Drink Zamzam with the niyyah, it's for success, for hidayah, for forgiveness. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you anything. So when you drink Zamzam from there, we have Zamzam here. But Zamzam, when you leave the Masjid al-Haram, some scholars said it's not the same. And it's true, it's not the same. And some you have Zamzam and become a big business now.
Yes.
So we're not going to, but some scholars, not many, but they said the Zamzam, the barakah of Zamzam is from where it is, from there, from Masjid al-Haram. But that doesn't mean, of course, inshallah, barakallah, it depends upon the need. So again, steps are very simple. Ihraam, Tawaf, 2 rak'ahs behind Maqaam Ibrahim, drink from Zamzam and go continue. Yes.
Return to the black stone and touch it before proceeding to site if possible.
I'm sorry, say
The
again.
last-
The beginning? No.
Yeah, okay.
No, we said
Drink
the-
Zamzam, return to.
No, just one thing. Personally, I don't think I'll be able to get to the black stone without really pushing people.
They're
I don't
putting
wanna
here,
push people.
they're putting people, you don't want to. You cannot, you're not allowed. Because you break your Umrah and you break your Hajj. If I'm going to push people to go for like, if Allah open doors for you, there is no problem, don't say no. But it's So here, and that's, this is what Rasul Sallallahu did. It's not
Okay.
permissible manner for let's go to the last one, last rukun. So this is Maqaam Ibrahim. This is from inside. This is why called Maqaam Ibrahim. Many think that Ibrahim alayhi salam, used to be his place as the Hijr of Ismail, and he was there. They said this is a stone that he used to stand up on it and building. And there's many stories about it. وَاتَّخَذُوا مِن مَقَامِ إِبْرَاهِيمَ وَصَلَّى. This is the picture after that. This is long time ago. Go to the next. Zamzam. This is when I made Umrah.
Wow, that's a long time ago.
1984.
Now you changed.
Now it's completely
Oh,
different.
no, no.
You used to go underground.
Extension, everything is.
Used to be go underground and you find the Zamzam down. Now everything is above ground.
Well,
Yeah. But this is the one. Yeah, go ahead.
Common mistakes. You do not have to say your intention out loud to begin Tawaf. Saying intentions out loud is something the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ never did except after Ihram when he said, Labbaik Allahumma wa hajj.
Allahumma.
Labbaik Allahumma umrah wa hajj.
Yes. But don't say Hajj because you want to go Umrah. Go ahead.
You do not have to touch the black stone for your Tawaf to be accepted. If it is crowded, you may face your hand towards the stone and say Allah Akbar. Do not kiss the Yemeni corner, you may only touch it.
Okay.
Don't worship the black stone, you are glorifying Allah by coming to his house and worshiping him, following the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
Very good.
Make dua by yourself. You do not do it in a shouting group around the Kaaba.
The Kaaba, yes. Okay. Very good. So loud, and it's a very private moment. If you can do your dua by yourself, if you are for teaching and learning, there is no problem. But don't bother the other people. This is the most important thing. Don't go group together, brothers. Let's go like some groups. They say they block, disturb all the Hajj. 50 people, they come together and sometimes put the sisters inside, and they make a big circle from the same group, which is disturbing the fluency of the Tawaf. Do your best to don't bother anybody. Yes.
Do not wipe the walls of the Kaaba during Tawaf. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam did not touch anything other than the black stone in the Yemeni corner.
Very good. Go ahead.
Do not follow those du'as that make up Tawaf.
Yeah, these are some du'as that they make their own du'as, and you don't have to follow it. But if you really feel it and you want to read du'a, it's open up. Do not
Don't hurt anyone to kiss the black stone.
Okay.
Don't face your hand to the Yemeni corner and say Allahu Akbar. This is only for the black stone. Don't push or hurt anyone during Tawaf. The Kaaba should be to your left. Do not do Tawaf with your back to the Kaaba. Do not stand at the black stone line for a long time. Move on. Do not lengthen your 2 rakats of Tawaf.
Yeah, don't make too long 2 rak'ahs. Huh?
There's nothing in the Sunnah about Dua Maqaam Ibrahim after you pray the 2 rakats of Tawaf.
You move on. Okay. So don't stay there and make long dua next to Maqaam Ibrahim. Most probably you're not going to be very close to it. Go ahead. Sa'i. Let's go to the Sa'i, huh?
Walking between Safa and Marwa back and forth 7 times, starting at Safa and finishing at Marwa.
I don't know why they choose this picture, but Safa and Marwa, they're not that big,
He does
you know, to go, but it's small, you know, Sa'i. Go ahead. This is now how to count. It's different than the Tawaf. Tawaf 7 times, you go to Black Stone, you go and you continue 7 times. Sa'i, it's 1, 2, so Safa from here and Marwa here. You start from Safa. Start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you stop there. So you start from Safa, you should end in the Marwa. If you end up in the Marwa, means you made a mistake. Man, if you end up in the Safa, means you make a mistake. So start from Safa, the Kaaba is here. You go here, 450 meters. You go here, you face the Kaaba, you make the dua, and you start 1, 2, 3, 4. There is 2 green pillars there. You go fast in this and you continue. Yes.
Do you run or do you just walk fast?
Fast. It's not really racing. It's not. But you go fast.
Basically to imitate the way that you would have done it.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the picture. There is many levels now of Safa and Marwa. No problem, inshallah. If you can do in the ground level, mashallah. If you can't, go do it in any of the levels there. So this is the 2 columns that you go faster.
Does there need to be a new intention made?
No. There is no attention. Your attention already. You are part of the Umrah. You are one block Umrah. Yes.
So he's one of them.
The Sa'i. إن الصفا والمروة من شعائر الله فمن حج البيت أو اعتمر فلا جناح عليه أن يطوف بهما ومن تطوع خيرا فإن الله شاكر عليم. This ayah proves that Safa wal Marwa is part of Hajj and part of Umrah. Sa'i bayna Safa wal Marwa. Go ahead. You have the ayah there. If you can continue. This is explanation.
What was it was chapter 2, verse 158.
Yeah.
So Rasul Sallam, he said, نبدأ بما بدأ الله به, and Allah mentioned in the ayah Safa wal Marwa min sha'airillah. If you can say this ayah and follow the order that Allah put in the Quran. This is why Rasul Sallam said, we start from what Allah start with. What Allah start with, Inna Safa wal Marwata. Allah didn't say Inna al Marwata was Safa min sha'airillah. So start with the Safa and the Marwa. Okay, go ahead.
In every round after ascending Safa or Marwa, say 3 times facing the Kaaba.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Repeat after me. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah wahdah la sharika lah. Lahu al-mulku wa lahu al-hamd. Yuhyi wa yumit. Wa huwa ala kulli shay'in qadir. لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له أنجز وعده ونصر عبده وهزم الأحزاب وحده. How to do this? From Safa facing the Kaaba. If you can do that, this is Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ.
Before?
I'm sorry?
In every round.
Say 3 times facing the Kaaba in every round.
Can you see the Kaaba from Safa?
Can you? Normally you can, but with this new building, I didn't go for 4 years. I don't know what they did.
Now you cannot see it.
You cannot see. إِنَّا لِلَّهِ وَإِنَّا إِلَيْهِ رَاجِعُونَ. Rasul sallallahu he stand up and he saw the Kaaba clearly. When I went in 84, it was very open and clear. In 2009, you have to do like this to see the Kaaba. From it, you have to. Now there is no room to.
So at the beginning of Safa, parents face the Kaaba, say that, and then walk.
And then walk.
Okay.
Every round. You say
Is a round is there and back, and you say it.
Yeah, when you come back to Safa, yes. So one round is 1, 2. So you say in 1 and 3 and 5.
One round is just going. That's one.
Come back is yeah. He said Safa wal Marwa. What I know it from Safa, but he said when you arrive at Safa al Marwa. So if you follow here, you do it 7 times. The other way is to say 3 times. So he said or al Marwa. So if you go from Safa, you say it 3 times. Go to Marwa facing the Kaaba 3 times. Go back to Safa 3 times, and the 7 times. So you get 7 times, 7 times.
Okay, that's a little confusing. So just
Okay.
3 times is okay?
Let me explain. No. You're going to repeat this dua 3 times.
Okay.
On the Safa when you start.
Okay.
And if you follow the opinion that said Rasul, he said it only on the Safa.
Okay.
Every time you arrive to Safa, you said it's going to be 3 times.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4 times. But if you're going to say this, it's better follow this what's in here. Say it in the Safa 3 times. Go in Marwa, say 3 times. Come back to Safa 3 times. So it's going to be 7 times.
Okay.
Clear?
7 times.
So every time that you arrive in the top of Safa or Marwa, you say this dua 3 times.
Okay.
Let's make it simple.
So a total of 21.
21 to repeat the
Yeah,
no
okay.
problem. Okay, this is the translation. You can find it inshallah. Let's go. This is the side. You're going to see clearly the green 1, 2 here, and you go faster. Do you need wudu to make the sa'i?
No.
You don't need wudu. So if you break your wudu during the sa'i, keep going, finish the sa'i, is not required wudu. If somebody does not have the wudu, you can do the sa'i. Do the sa'i. Can you wear something during Safa or Marwa? It's better not. But if some people they have difficulty, they can wear something clean to go on the Safa or Marwa in your shoes. Yes. Common mistakes in sa'i. Go ahead.
Although preferable, you do not have to have wudu during sa'i. You do not have to climb to the top of Safa or Marwa.
So it's better to have wudu. But if you don't have wudu, your sa'i is correct. I'll go make wudu. Because now it's almost part of the... But if you don't make wudu, your sa'i is correct. Yes. You do not?
You do not have to climb the top. You do not have to take breaks in sa'i to drink
You cannot
water.
now. No. They build around it. You cannot really climb in the rocks and yeah. Go ahead.
You can take a break after Tawaf before sa'i. You do not have to jog the whole way from Safa to Marwa, only within the green lights, the valley of Safa and Marwa. Women do not have to run between the green lights. There is no specific dua to say between Safa and Marwa. Do not miss the dua that Rasulullah said when he stood on Safa. Then raise your hands and pray as he
This
did.
is why I said it wasn't Safa. This is the authentic. It didn't say it in the... But go ahead.
Do not say your intention out loud before making a sa'i.
Okay, very good. Clear? Any questions? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept it. Go ahead after.
After the 7th round, men should trim or shave all the hair on their head. Women are to only cut a fingertips length from the hair, or like an inch. Everything that became forbidden upon entering Ihram now becomes permissible again.
This is how it's going to do. And this is what we call tahallul. Then after you cut your hair or shave your hair, it's become. There is a question. Somebody said, "Oh, you have to. Somebody who cut your hair have to be in state of himself is not in ihram. You cannot because you cannot cut your hair in the ihram." There is different opinion about it. because the coming out from the ihram is as entering the ihram is about the niyyah. When I finish my 7 sa'i and arrive to the Marwa, my intention I complete my umrah. Then I'm going to make tahallul. But it's better to be safe. Let somebody else who is state of tahallul to cut your hair, and you can later on cut or shave your hair. This is the go next please. Next. So the Hajj, inshallah, when you go to Hajj, we'll do the rest of it. This is the Umrah. If you have any question, last round, inshallah.
So the guys don't have to shave their head more?
You don't have to.
And how much hair the girls have?
A little bit. He said one
Fingertips.
I've read like an inch.
inch, yeah. Yes. Yes. Do you have a question? Do you have any question? Yes.
So if I will be there for a few days, we finish one Umrah and want to another one. We have to
Go
outside.
to Meeqat, without doubt. Masjid Aisha. Place called Masjid Aisha. Masjid Aisha is the closest Meeqat to the Masjid al-Haram.
They have vans running like
20 minutes.
20 minutes.
20, now 30
No,
minutes.
van.
Yes.
Is hair cutting. If my wife's hair, I can cut. Wife can cut my hair.
Yes.
Oh.
Of course.
So inshallah, if we want to make it for like a passed away parent or somebody,
Yeah. You
we
can do
just,
after. If you didn't do Umrah before, you have to do your Umrah first. Don't make Umrah for somebody else before you make your own Umrah.
so go back to the Meeqat, like Masjid al-Aisha,
Go to the Meeqat.
and then make an intention there that I'm making Umrah for the sake
For
of
this, yes.
person.
Labbaika Umratan. If we have to be your mother, your father, your grandfather,
And it's
your
okay if
brother.
they're deceased or not deceased. It doesn't-
If they are not deceased, they're not able to.
Okay.
But if they are able, they have to make their own Umrah.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Alright.
So now everything is done. Inshallah, may Allah accept your Umrah. It's very simple. Remember 3 important arkan. It's number 1, Ihram. Number 2, Tawaf. Number 3, Sa'i. Everything between that is Sunnah. The 2 rak'ah, the Zamzam, everything is Sunnah. The dua, if you don't know any dua, if you don't know, if you don't remember, try to remember. Try to memorize. This is a great opportunity. But if you don't remember any of the dua, your Umrah is correct, inshallah. Make your own dua. Ask Allah. Especially when you enter the Masjid al-Haram and you see the Kaaba for the first time. Inshallah, there is dua about it, the hadith about it. Inshallah, the dua is accepted. Remember us in your dua, inshallah. Yes.
I want to ask a question.
Yes.
If my father died before the Hajj,
Yes.
he didn't go to the Hajj,
Yes.
and I didn't go to the Hajj.
Okay.
If it's okay if I pay to somebody to Hajj for him?
Why you don't pay yourself? I mean, you make Hajj for him. I mean, you make your own Hajj
No,
in the same time.
No, I didn't do it.
He's saying, why don't you do it?
No, she said she went to
Pay somebody
their
else.
father first.
Yeah.
It's better to he has his own reason, inshallah. But for you, if they have the money to give it to somebody to make Hajj on your father, you have to make Hajj yourself first.
Okay.
And you can make Umrah for your father, and next time, inshallah, you make Hajj for your father.
Inshallah.
But without doubt, you are alive and you are responsible for the Hajj if you are
By
able.
yourself first.
Yes. Don't pay somebody else for Hajj if you can. Yes. Jazakumullah khair. Last question.
If you take along someone from your family, a young
No.
person who's reached the age of bulugh,
Yeah.
has that person fulfilled his or her duty to do the Hajj for the rest of his life?
If you made Hajj, do the question
If
again.
you take someone along with you from your anybody, a friend or family, who's a young person who's reached the age of bulugh,
Yes.
is that duty fulfilled for
Of
that
course.
person for the rest of his life?
Of course. If you're baligh, this is Hajjatul Islam. If it's before bulugh, it will be accepted. But it's not Hajjatul Islam. It's still they have to make the Hajj. If young kids go to Hajj, Allah reward them for that. They get, but they have to do their Hajj by themselves later. Thank you very much. They make dua that inshallah be good, safe, and that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept their brothers and the sisters who are going inshallah their Umrah. اللهم يا أرحم الراحمين يا رب العالمين. اللهم يسر لنا حج بيتك الحرام اللهم يسر لنا العمرة يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم تقبل منا سعينا، اللهم تقبل منا طوافنا، اللهم تقبل منا قيامنا، اللهم تقبل منا يا أرحم الراحمين كل العبادات والطاعات. اللهم نسألك يا أرحم الراحمين يا رب العالمين أن تيسر شباب المسلمين لما فيه خير الدنيا والدين. اللهم اهدي شباب المسلمين. Oh Allah, help our youth to perform, to worship you the proper way. Oh Allah, help us and help our youth to perform the ibadat sincerely from their heart, inshallah. Oh Allah, they are the future of the ummah. Allahumma mahdihim, oh Allah, guide them. Oh Allah, give them the knowledge. Oh Allah, give them the wisdom. Oh Allah, give them the guidance. Oh Allah, أنت أرحم الراحمين يا رب العالمين. اللهم اغفر لنا وارحمنا وتجاوز عنا. اللهم لا تؤاخذنا بما فعل السفهاء منا. آمين آمين. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
الله أكبر الله أكبر.